What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the AM, guys. Welcome back to 5 Minute Rants. Well, guys, today I'm actually going to talk about the question, when to quit. And it's so interesting because honestly, this question's really hard to answer. And here is why it is hard to answer. It is so uniquely specific to every person and to their individual journey and whatever they're trying to accomplish. Right? So for instance, like, hey, when do I quit trying to make it at business? Or when do I quit this profession? When do I quit this? Or when do I stop doing this? And it is very highly individualistically based. So what I'm actually going to talk about is how you know and how do you figure out when you actually need to quit? How do you figure out when is it time for me to change gears? And so a couple things come into play. One, you need measurement. So one of the biggest reasons why a lot of people quit is because of lack of clarity. They're unsure of how far along or how close they are to their actual goal. And the reason why they're unsure is they don't know how to measure their journey. They don't know how to measure their success. They don't know and haven't laid out a roadmap that actually has measurables. And what I mean by measurables is you can't measure an emotion, right? I can't measure an emotion, but I can measure how many times somebody likes a video, or how many times somebody likes content, or how many times somebody leaves a 5-star review on Google. I can measure the reviews that are left that correlate with an emotion, right? But I can't measure the emotion itself. And so measurables in themselves often can be hard for people because they go from something ethereal to something practical. They go from an idea and a kind of basic understanding of something to something that is actual tangible and countable. So you have to know how to measure. You got to learn how to measure whatever you're trying to accomplish, which is easy. Okay, cool. In order to be a master cupcake baker, I need to have the skills of being able to create amazing cupcakes that people like. How am I going to measure that? All right, well, here's my list of skills. So I can create a checklist of skills that I need, and then I can check them off, and then I can watch myself progress on the journey. Okay, cool. I'm moving forward. Is it time to quit on that journey? Well, I haven't earned any of my skills yet. And then you can ask, well, why haven't I earned any of my skills? Am I actually putting in the work daily that's required to get them? Or is it because I keep failing at achieving the skill set? Oh, I'm failing at achieving the skill set. And now it's a question of, cool, is it a learning or education problem? And you can begin backtracking. So the answer to all of this, and basically what I'm saying is with quitting, when do I quit, is really predicated on your personal goals and how you're measuring. Now, a couple things and a couple factors that you should know. There's been so many studies done on children, on education, on living productive lifestyles, living a great life, all these things. One of the number one determinant factor across multiple studies is grit. When the character traits of a person have grit, and grit is, I would define basically as the ability to fall off the bike, skin your knee, get back up, and continue riding the bike. So I just did an episode about learning how to lose. Grit coincides hand in hand with that. How are you losing? How are you actually getting up on the bike? Because you're going to fall off the bike. If you're going to start in business, you are going to fall off the bike. If you are just starting out and to date and in relationships, guess what? You're going to fall off the bike. If you haven't learned how to actually move through relationships and work with people, you're going to fall off the bike. It doesn't matter what you do. It is not reasonable to expect yourself to be amazing at something you have never done before or have little practice in. And then if you do have a lot of practice in it, but you've never actually learned from all the practice and time you've put in it, it's also unreasonable to expect yourself to be highly knowledgeable, right? And so, or highly skilled. And so all of that being said is the time to quit is really going to be personal. But most people quit, I found in my journey, most people quit because they are unclear of what they want to do. And the second reason is they don't want to do the work it takes to actually get towards the dream and goal. They don't like the work and are not willing to move past it. And at that point, okay, find something that would be more enjoyable. If it matters that much to you, go find something that would be more enjoyable for you. And so that's it, guys. I hope that helps. And you can apply this to anything or any phase in life. Anyways, guys, I'll catch you later. Peace.